Matthew. I am an educational facilitator for the Women's Center and Shelter of Greater Pittsburgh, and what I do is I go to schools and give presentations on teen dating violence. The feeling that I get working here at WC&S is the energy that everyone brings to this work. Knowing the work that we do is heavy, but just the love, the high energy, the smiles.
I do this work because I love children. I've worked in daycares for many years before coming here. I've been here for 21 years. The positive thing that I've seen is the reconnection with our parents that I've seen with their kids. Being this pandemic has been hard on everyone, but for our job in the children's program, we want to connect our families and have some quality time, in which we've kind of seen that a lot here.
I am an education facilitator, and I give teen dating violence presentations to some of the Pittsburgh public schools. I started doing the schools presentations, and I had my first student reach out to me individually and ask, if we could have a conversation about something that had happened to them, and just like knowing that was a space that I created for that student to be able to feel comfortable enough to come to me and say, like, I really would like to talk to somebody about this, was just felt so good and so rewarding to me. That's the one that really sticks out to me the most.
One of the things that has been the most meaningful to me has been the accessibility of folks getting therapy this past year that maybe couldn't afford gas to get to the Women's Center, maybe couldn't find childcare for their therapy appointment to give themselves that hour a week. So I think that that's the most, the different thing about this past year. More people have been able to access therapy in all of our services, really.
I supervise the Batter Intervention Program within the Women's Center and Shelter of Greater Pittsburgh. The work that we do is critically important for our survivors and for our families, because we work specifically with the perpetrator in helping him to manage his emotions. We did our groups over the phone, and we also added the service of doing individual counseling by phone for participants who were struggling with crisis or who needed support. I've heard during group men say to the other participants, please listen to the facilitators. They will teach you how to manage your emotions. And just recently, one of our participants said on the phone, my wife and children have noticed a difference in me. I don't scream anymore, and instead I listen without getting mad.
One really positive thing that happened this year was I had a client who got work authorization and was looking for a job, and actually had another client reach out and say her workplace was hiring. So with both of their consent, I was able to connect the clients, and she was able to provide mentorship and guidance to the other client who was looking for a job. So it was really great to see our clients connecting and helping each other.
There's been a lot of good things to happen. I think one of my favorite things that has happened in the children's program, I watched a baby take their first steps a couple weeks ago, and that was really wonderful. And just interacting with the kids every day is really great, and they just bring a lot of joy to everyone's life.
Right now, especially with our real clients, we have had multiple residents who've had multiple barriers and who have been here honestly since COVID started, who have now transitioned out and have their permanent homes.
I started working with a client about a year ago, and at the time that we had connected, he was so severely impacted by the trauma he had experienced. He had been in and out of hospitals. He had a lot of dental work done. He had unfortunately lost his job because he just couldn't get up and get to work every day. He had lost his home and had moved back in with his parents, and this was all compounded not only by the violence, but also because of COVID. And now he is in his own home. He is in a job that he says he just absolutely adores. And he says that he just absolutely admires all of his neighbors, and I still get emails from him pretty much on a weekly basis that say, I am so grateful for you, thank you for everything that you've done for me.
The work that we do here is so important to our community, and the support from the community really makes this job and makes our work a lot better for the people that receive it.
It's been absolutely incredible to see how people have come to support our clients and just be there for them, even when they don't know them at all.
And I wouldn't be able to provide the services that I do to the many folks who need it if it weren't for them. So I want to give a very sincere, genuine thank you to anyone who's ever given a gift, a donation, a sponsorship, anything that has helped us do the work that we do.